Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted.
Order filled.
Order submitted.
Order filled.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Order filled.
Order filled. Order submitted.
What up, guys? About to get my stuff ready to YOLO. What's up, buddy? Yeah, just getting my stuff ready to gamble in 20 minutes. So, what's up, Mugo? I'm trying to pass it today so I can get the $85. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think you got three. Nice. Okay, that's good. You just gotta get it done by 9 too, so you'll get the cheap pricing. Yeah. I think they were doing that to sell, get the commission. Like those affiliate was lying about it. It's what's up, buddy? What's up, cat daddy? Oh, what's up, fat? We already done, so I think we're gonna pump after the news. But what did I know? It's over so under 15 minutes. What's up? Don't you gotta take your kids to the bus stop? Oh, so bye. You pro? Nice. Nice. I got the 100K. I just got two more 100K on it now, so I think I should be good. Yeah. I just started it, so if I pass this 100K, I'll finish the other two. I'll think I might be done. Just get those five for now. But 100K, you just need 3,000 just to get over the buffer and start cashing out. Which size did you have? 25. Yeah, I like the 25K because it's easy to get the payout. Well, I just take out anything over 1,500. Yeah. What does that mean? Oh, the book map? Nice.
Surely that is what's just happened.
I hope it pumps. Oh, and next one has big data? Oh, man.
Well, Professor Rajan, is the prospect of diplomacy effectively dead at this point in time, or are there any back channel conversations happening now after those 50% tariffs went into place that could potentially reverse those?
Where goes the dude? Good morning, Sal.
To the whatever tariff gets put on China, and how do you think these negotiations therefore play out? I think India thought they were going to get a favored nation status kind of tariff rate, if you will, and they wanted to get a rate knowing that it would be lower than where China is. Now China happens to be lower than them. And so in terms of just the timing of all of this, to the extent that the United States renegotiates with India at some point, do you think that they could renegotiate with India prior to reaching a deal with China? A deal with China seems like that's the linchpin, but maybe a lot farther off.
No. I was told it's not good for YOLO, but I ain't got time, so I'm just gonna try it. Hmm? Are you... Oh, Van, he's MIA. He's in rehab.
Inflation set to be released in 11 minutes time. The numbers of market reaction are futures ahead of that are pointing low this morning, following the tune of some declines across Europe. The Dow down 130 points. The Nasdaq down 120 or equivalent of 0.6%. We'll be right back.
What game? Huh? Oh, you did you? Oh, I didn't even know. Let me check. Yeah, type something in the YouTube chat.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month.
Oh, you did.
Seriously, it's
Right on. Thank you.
3, no big contracts. That's
I'm gonna try to get some straight to funded giveaway for the members only first week of September. Well, I don't know about Tradify. I have to ask them. Either Tradify, Lucid, or Tick Tick Tick, or my funded future. I'll ask for like the 100K Pro or something. But Tradify would be the best one though.
With confidence and efficiency, and protect what matters most. That's why the businesses you trust CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike. We stop breaches. CIDP is no walk in the park.
That's true.
But I take Bugatti Truly self-injection.
Stay. It's the first major innovation in CIDP treatment in over 30 years.
And while I still have CIDP, I have a chance to live vividly. Bugatti Truly has been proven to significantly reduce the risk of symptoms getting worse.
And I can treat my CIDP with a once-weekly injection in about 30 seconds.
Do not use Bugatti Trulo if you're allergic to its ingredients. It may increase infection risk and cause serious allergic or infusion or injection-related reactions. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, fever, recent or planned vaccinations, allergy history, or kidney problems. The most common side effects include respiratory and urinary tract infections, headache, and injection site reactions.
I'm hitting the fairways with the bells.
I'm hitting the road with my number one.
Ask your neurologist about Vyvgart and Trulo for self-injection. Worldwide Exchange, weekdays 5 a.m. Eastern, and streaming on CNBC+.
I want you to be a club member. I think I can help you become a better investor.
The CNBC Investing Club is for everybody. If you're standing out on the sidelines, you should go ahead and take the risk because Jim is there with you to help give you the confidence you need to be successful.
There's just a huge reservoir of information available. You couldn't ask for more support. Join the club and let me help you become a better investor.
New members save with a special offer. Go to cnbc.com/joinjim.
Thank you. Dropping again.
Data coming out in about 7 minutes time. Yield sticking higher.
Order cancel.
Let me cancel these. Get ready to YOLO. Let's see what's the next level down. We'll see. No way. 595.
Facing renewed calls to raise billions of pounds of revenue by
I did 595.
tax on banks. There's a report from the think tank Institute for Public Policy.
Yeah, I'm gonna YOLO another account. If it hit 595, it's gonna go long.
The interest they earn from their deposits at the Bank of England. Reports sort of suggest that a tax on the
no.
interest they're earning
Fish? Ask Fish. Oh no. Everything it does is on Ninja.
in the short term significantly alter the financial system, of course. So in that sense, quite surprised to see the scale of the bank's moves down 5 or
I don't use Ninja charts at all.
slightly more simple
Um,
ways, the UK government can add a bit of tax to the banks. But of course remains to be seen. The all important budget is coming up at the end of October when the next sets of financial measures will be
I think
released.
Fish is up.
We should see what Rotary decides. It's very interesting. Well, meantime, Denmark more than halving its annual growth forecast in large part due weaker expectations for Ozempic maker Novo
Oh, you
Nordisk.
think
That's how
580 for
big,
long?
this company
Yeah, I put it
represents
long
in
at
terms of,
595, so we'll see if it
growth rate. The
hits.
country now expects growth of 1.4% this year. That's down from 3%. Denmark's Commerce Ministry saying exports to the U.S.
No. I had the two YOLO. The 595 is gonna be my tick restricted funded.
Increased competition in the weight loss drug
Yeah,
market.
I'm down too much and I gotta gamble those.
But it's seen reduced market share because of competition. The Danish economy,
Oh, let me cancel this.
Order canceled.
also saying that U.S. tariffs weighed on its growth forecast. But this goes back to when you become reliant on such a big, one player. Well,
Yeah, well, it's like data centers here in the US, which are now about half of the growth in GDP. The other half is consumer spending.
Yeah, but that I was struck by.
Order submitted.
Yeah, it's not T1 data.
It's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big economy to be starting.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
CapEx spending.
News are due in what 4 minutes time. The Fed's preferred inflation gauge will be released. PCE inflation will have it, and all of the necessary market analysis that's coming up shortly.
Hey, Google, you don't listen at all. When you say you're gonna YOLO with me, Google, check out the econ channel. It tells you the data's coming out.
Team up with network adapts. Put your business connection first.
Use that channel. I always have all the news for us. I'm gonna do both, Google. I'm gonna do short and long. Yeah, the econ channel. I gave you the link. I don't know. I'm just gonna do the max. Look at the YOLO channel. It tells you the strats. Yeah, you don't do. Yeah, you don't go anywhere. So it's 10 NQ, Google. So it's, yeah, 10 NQ and take profit's gonna be 64 ticks. So you go short and long, Google. Like 10 seconds before data.
And exposed to excessive wear. Lisa, number 1.
64 ticks. You don't listen, dude.
So you get it fast.
Yeah, it's too late to explain it now. We gotta go. I got 20 seconds. I'm doing Apex. 50K Apex.
Enforcing the president's firing. The Fed saying it does not intend to offer arguments in the Cook's case. The Fed says it's interested in a prompt ruling to remove the existing cloud of uncertainty and intends to follow any court order on the issues. We will have in a few minutes a
Order filled. Order filled.
with the government's
All right.
30-page response to this, in which they
All
will say that the
4
president
seconds. Let's go.
at least Cook has not offered any defense.
Wow, garbage. Garbage data. I think both was gonna blow. Wow, that's junk. Oh my god, it didn't do anything. Or at least no, one blew and one only got 2,700 because it was just choppy.
Stay where you are. We want to get over to the PCE report, which is going to be out in just
What a dumb data. Oh well, I can still try to pass it manually. Yeah, I just need 300, so I'll just go for 52, 52, 52. Wow, yeah. Now I need 200 to pass. Yeah, that was choppy.
Once again, nice strong number, exactly as expected, up 3/10. This follows up 1/10, and it is the best since March of this year. If we look at the PCE on a month-over-month basis, exactly as expected, up 2/10. Up 2/10 equals where we were in May. To find a
Did you pass, Google?
going back towards March when it was 0. So we are making definite progress there.
I need to change the MNQ. It's gone back down. A crappy data.
Once again, exactly as expected, exactly as the rear order down. And finally, the most important number on the set of variables within the order channel, that would be the core PCE year over year. Comes in at 2.9 as expected. Order submitted. This is the only number on the inflation front that's a little warmer than it was last month. It was 2.8, now it's 2.9. 2.9 would then be in line with the 2.94 that we had in February, or the 2.97 we had
Nice,
last
nice.
year.
Hey, you gotta steal for the activation fee. Hey Terry, do you YOLO? You don't need 6 because you did 2 or 3. Yeah.
Inventories, a July number up 2/10. How did all this get digested by the marketplace? Well, prior to the release of the numbers, a 2-year was at 364. It's now at 363. It closed at 370 last Friday. If you look at 10-year, it's currently at 421. It was at 422.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Exactly unchanged versus yesterday's late cash market close.
Yeah, 85 is good too. That's why I'm trying to pass one right now.
We're turning a bit higher. Yesterday's low yield was right around 420. We held that today. That's very critical. And if you're a technician out there, watch 4 1/4 in deference to the close.
Did you pass Google?
Back to you. Rick with some very smart analysis. I'm gonna swing it around the hoop here. Really,
I guess it's good news, so I think we're going back up. Well, we're oversold anyways.
Yeah, I'm doing a final calculation here. It looks like this is a real 0.3. We're trying to figure out, was it 0.26 up to 0.3? But it looks like it's a real 0.3. From what I can tell, I need to double
It's a
check
he.
that. The
Yeah.
reason why these numbers on the inflation side are always on the mark, and they have been considerably, a lot of attention paid, is because the economists, one of the things they do very well is taking the PPI and the CPI and figuring out what the PCE is. They're very good at that. There have been very few surprises on the
Nice.
PCE side, which is why my friend Rick Santelli says the numbers we care about here are the numbers we don't know. It's the spending and the income numbers. And Michael Gabin, who's here, is shaking his head in agreement because this is right. I mean, you gotta know the numbers.
Let me see if the bot's gonna go long. I think bot's gonna go long soon.
I'm going to give you those numbers again.
I think next candle. Yeah, it might go long.
Wages versus the government transfers, see how much that is private sector. But the income numbers, real employment
It can.
0.02, consumption of 0.5. That's a good number.
Yeah, I think we'll buy the dip at open. Yeah, Americans always buying.
We give you our credit card spending number, the CNBC and our retail data. Bank of America comes the day after, comes the day before, gives you their credit card number. It's not inflation adjusted. In this time period, when we have tariffs,
I have a lot of Korean barbecue here. It's so good. I just hate leaving because after that you smell like your whole outfit smell.
The price index of 0.2, we understand what's going on, and the consumer seems to be
Yeah.
on an inflation adjusted basis, assuming that number is correct, doing okay. So we don't need a rate cut. What's that? So we don't need a rate cut. This is the great debate. It's like this data is a Rorschach test. We have John Williams on this week, you remember? I do. He said those markets solid. Chris Waller last night thinks it's deteriorating and the numbers are negative. I don't know what to think, but I'm just telling you what two pretty smart guys think about it. Chris says we actually need a rate cut. Now, William says we can still do a rate cut. I think
Yeah, I still got a lot of lucid.
you have two different points of view working you meet. You can meet by saying I'm modestly restrictive. I can cut a little bit.
Rush.
Still
Yeah.
putting downward pressure on inflation. So the debate.
I love it because I have too many accounts. So I just leave it sit.
It's there.
Basis point, but then
Yep.
that's the question. Well, luckily we have three people we can ask about it. Let's bring in Michael Gabe and Morgan Stanley Chief U.S. Economist
Yeah.
Wendy Edelberg,
Let me try to
Economic
long.
Studies Order at the Brookings Institution,
Order
and
submitted.
Lydia Mashburn. Newman, American Institute for Economic Research, Managing Director
Oh,
of
come
Monetary
on, don't dip
Economics.
yet.
Mike, let's start with you. Your expectations were right on the money here. Exactly what they reported in terms of PCE.
I need to pass this
Lauren,
E8
you
though.
updated your outlook for monetary policy in favor of 50 basis points of rate cuts this year and 100 basis points in 2026 for a terminal target rate of 2.75 to 3%. Given kind of the two schools of thought here that Steve
Oh.
just laid out for us,
Oh,
where
I
are
didn't even
you?
know.
Well, my job is to say what, of course, we think the Fed will do. And I do think the message coming out of Jackson Hole is closer to, say, Chris Waller's view than.
Any other data we can gamble on? Oh, I didn't see what else I can. YOLO. PMI. I don't think PMI is going to do anything. Chicago PMI. Yeah, I might just save my money and not gamble. Okay, well.
Details in there, but I suspect the motor vehicle consumption number would be a big driver
Kayla.
of that number. Personal spending or consumer spending at 1.6 in the second quarter, it's not all that great, but it's not.
My niece's name is Kayla. What's up, buddy? Did you gamble? YOLO? No? I did. It was choppy at first, so one blown, and I was able to save the second one, so I'm just trying to pass it now.
We should ease.
Yeah, Apex, the cheap one. It's $18, so. Yeah.
We don't know what to do, so for now we're just gonna wait. And then ultimately.
Yeah, I got 18. So and then I have 4 more 300k evals. I'm gonna YOLO for CPI.
But what we should probably do is bring our policy down.
Yeah, not next week. No, it's 9/11. 2 weeks from now.
Mention for him of the labor market is wages. Here is private sector wages up 0.7%. That's pretty strong. That's a strong number. Do you want to annualize that on national television? You're at about 5%. You're at 5%. Those are strong numbers suggesting of a strong labor market. How is the labor market?
Yeah.
Wages are going up quite so strong.
But Steve, that raises the question. You know, the president's been saying for many months that Powell's been too late, and there are people I think who are looking at some of these numbers and think maybe he was too late if in fact he's going to lower rates in September. And the question that I'm saying, looking at this morning, you look at those numbers and you say, I don't know if he was too late, and I think there's even a debate about whether he should do it in December, in September.
In Powell's, in his criticism of Powell, Powell is not too late. He is rightly too confused. That's the problem. There's too much stuff happening on both sides of the mandate. Immigration affecting the labor side, tariffs affecting the inflation side. We have two other guests, and I'm being rude. I want to get to Wendy.
That's okay. Okay, well, Wendy, one question, as we talk about the prospect of rate cuts and the numbers you're getting, 2.9% is still pretty far from a 2% target there. What cost would it be if
I don't know.
we cut rates in September and we have several more cuts after that? Well, those are two very, that's the downside, essentially. Those are two very different things. I think Powell has signaled that the market's still in September.
Google's a YouTube race. Oh, you don't have Twitter, that's why.
I think that the labor market is pretty strong right now. I think that
Can't let you win. That's cheating. If you win, Google.
He's extrapolating that for recent months, and those are some pretty strong assumptions. I think it's a cleaner assumption to say the employment growth that we've seen over the last few months is probably the true employment growth, and I think it's pretty close to labor supply growth given immigration. So I think we have a strong labor market. I think we have a strong consumer. I think we have rising inflation. But I think a 25 basis point cut, on the margins is not going to be a big deal, but I would expect the Fed to issue a hawkish statement.
Lydia, what's your take as to how many cuts we get over the next, 18 months from here?
What happened?
Too long before the nominal Fed rate will get close to the PCE core inflation rate. Surely it's not going to go below it.
Certainly. I mean, the cutting once in September, as Wendy was saying, could be warranted given the labor market supposed weakness. And what we're looking at going into 2023, a lot will depend on how various policy, both on the fiscal side, not just on the monetary side, interact with the labor market and growth and inflation. But I think it's important to be a little cautious here. We're basically seeing a 3% year-over-year print in core. And there's an argument to be made that is the Fed basically accepting that their new inflation target is not 2%, but is actually 3%? And if they cut in September and continue to signal cuts going the rest of this year or not until 2025, that still begs those questions. And when you look at the weakness in the labor market, Waller, I think, is correct to note that the revisions downward of almost 250,000 over May and June, that these are issues of concern. But some of the weaknesses really have a lot to do with structural changes. Immigration was mentioned, but the other things not mentioned so far very much are we also have an aging labor force. So people are leaving the labor force. That's another drawdown on the labor numbers. And then you also are having the interaction of AI with entry-level workers. There was a new study out by Stanford this week that looked at some of that payroll data at that level. And these are all areas that will get worked out eventually, but these are structural shifts in the economy that the Fed is actually poorly equipped to actually address. The monetary policy is a blunt one, and throwing more money at that structural problem just makes that problem more expensive.
Yeah, to quote Steve Leisman, Powell is rightfully confused, and we can understand why. Thank you to Michael, Wendy, and Lydia here.
Yeah, we got some news for you right now. The Trump administration out with a response to Lisa Cook's lawsuit this morning, and Eamon Javers is in Washington right now. He's actually at the courthouse. Eamon.
Yeah, that's right, Andrew. This response just that Trump was in the past couple of minutes on the court system. Remember for that hearing with Lisa Cook here at the courthouse at 10 a.m. Eastern. This is the Department of Justice's response to her lawsuit in advance of that hearing. Lisa Cook is looking for a temporary restraining order from the court here to block the president's attempt to fire her. The Department of Justice now issuing this filing saying that's unnecessary. The attempt to fire her should go forward. They're citing a couple of things here. Most importantly, what they're saying in this filing, Andrew, is that the president's authority to fire people for cause from the Fed is broad and is at his discretion. And they're also saying that Lisa Cook really hasn't defended herself in public. They say, incredibly, Dr. Cook, even now, hazards no explanation for her conduct and points to nothing she would say or prove in any hearing that would conceivably alter the president's determination that the perception of financial misconduct alone is intolerable in this role. Under these circumstances, they write, there is certainly no equitable basis for a reinstatement injunction. One point on that, in Dr. Cook's filing yesterday in the initial lawsuit, she wrote that if there was a clerical error in her mortgage applications, that she did not make that clerical error. But even if there was a clerical error, that would not be grounds for firing. So she has defended herself in those terms. They're also rebutting here a procedural objection that Dr. Cook raises. They say Dr. Cook also presses a procedural objection that she was deprived of notice and an opportunity to respond to the president's concern. But no court has ever extended these due process protections for employees to principal officers of the United States. In any case, the president gave Dr. Cook notice when he publicized the FHFA referral on August 20th and only acted to terminate her 5 days later after it was clear that no adequate response was forthcoming.
Order canceled.
Sweet. Give me $120 more.
She had 5 days at least to respond to it in public. She did not, to their satisfaction.
The 50K Apex. Hope it dip again so I can read long.
To take action against Dr. Cook. We'll see what happens.
Eamon, I have two questions for you. One is you made a comment that when you looked through her filing yesterday, that she did defend herself. You commented a little bit this morning on this clerical error idea that was suggested. It's really in one sentence. But you just said something different, or in addition to, that she said that it wasn't her. She didn't do it herself?
Yeah, so the idea that she raises in her filing is that if there was a clerical error, and they say she did not make a clerical error, but even if there was one, that would not be grounds for the president to have cause to fire her, right? So the question here is, what is her defense ultimately going to be? Is it going to be that she didn't fill out those forms herself, that she wasn't aware?
I can't hear you,
of those
Cat
forms,
Daddy.
that it was simply a mistake, and it was an innocent mistake, and not enough grounds for the for-cause provision to be invoked here.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
The filing is that she did not make a clerical error. So, take that for what it is. She's defending herself both on the merits and also on this possibility that there wasn't an error. Just remind us what time this hearing starts.
What's up?
It's meant to take, but also, this might be a basic question, but I think
No, I don't. I'm on Project X for Lucid.
against who here? If there wasn't this
Yeah.
injunction granted, is she already fired? I still get confused about that. Or is this the government? Well, it's confused the fire. Yeah, it is confusing here. So the president has taken steps to attempt to fire Lisa Cook. Lisa Cook has now filed a lawsuit to block that, saying the president doesn't have the authority to do that under the law under the statute that sets up the Federal Reserve. Now what we're seeing is a hearing in which the judge is going to be asked under this lawsuit to file an injunction blocking the president's attempt to fire her from moving forward while this court proceeding is ongoing, right? So what Cook is saying here is just stop this entirely while we adjudicate all this in court, and then ultimately it'll be up to the court to make a decision here, but for temporarily stop this from happening. What the government is saying in this filing that they just dropped, the Department of Justice on behalf of President Trump, is no such restraining order is necessary. The firing should move forward, even if she's suing in court. We want to.
Yeah, I don't really care for Tory.
So, there's been this sort of gray area about whether Lisa Cook is or is not a member of the Federal Reserve Board right now. And you saw from Steve Leisman earlier the filing from the Fed, which is also named in this lawsuit. Their filing essentially sort of throws up its hands and says, we're being sued here, but we don't really have a position. We'll send somebody to the hearing this morning, but ultimately...
Hey, what's up, Sky? A long time, man. Where you been? Mm.
What's happening at 10 o'clock is to win. Talk about the likelihood to win. So the government's saying you can't put an injunction on because I'm likely to win this case down the road. Cook says you have to put an injunction on because I'm likely to win this case down the road. That would argue at 10, and that'll be separate from the broader, longer term arguments of can the president fire her for cause?
I guess NQ is not gonna move anymore.
Okay. Steve, don't go anywhere. Aben wants to thank you. Join us for reaction to the data in this fast-moving story. Former Kansas City Fed President Tom, he's a distinguished senior fellow with the Orcadas Center at George Mason University.
Oh, back to day job. I'm sorry, dude.
This data first, but I actually want to ask you just about this case since we're on the topic. Tom, what is your reaction? What would you like to see this court do this morning?
Well, good question. I would like to see them simply try and sort this out in the sense of does the president have authority to fire and have her step down as she sues, as Steve and you have outlined. I think she deserves her day in court like anyone does, and I think let the court decide if that's what the Fed's saying, and that's what I'm doing them and saying.
Him out. They won't let you milk them.
Which is obviously there's the courts.
No, not this Alex. No. I don't know the YouTube Alex. Yeah. I don't know. Tradify. He was live on Tradify, and then he blew his live, so went back to Sims, and then he got a payout, and now they put him back to live. At least they don't ban you, because I think my funny future, you get temp banned for like a month or two.
Should be more publicly either defending herself or not defending herself, and what role therefore the Fed has in all of this?
Well, I think she has publicly defended herself. Whether it's sufficient to someone's standard, I can't guess at, but she has publicly defended herself.
That's what I'm trying to do. Mm-hmm.
She may decide if this continues, she may, like the others, decide to step down, or depending on how the hearing goes this morning, what the court decides, that may actually determine it for her. And I think we just have to wait and see. I wish I had a better answer for you, but it's up in the air, and that's what everyone is saying, and I would agree with that.
Tom, I want to bring it back to the data, and I'm going to beseech you to help me here because I got all kinds of different things happening. I got a New York Fed president saying the data is solid. We just had an analyst on who made a very smart observation that inflation's at 3%, a percentage point above target, and the Fed is cutting. And I got a Fed governor who is saying that the labor market is so weak it's about to turn negative.
Order canceled.
Based on his extrapolation of provisions that are yet to come and yet to be published and won't even concern the current thing. How do you come down, Tom, on all of this? Are you a guy that says, look, I have to cut on the come, so to speak, if you're playing craps, and say, look, if the labor market's going to be got to guard against it, or you look plainly at your inflation target, you're missing it, and you hold steady at a restricted rate?
Well, see, I'm very much in the camp of these numbers this morning. You know, the PCE inflation has actually ticked up a little bit more. I think that's an important fact. Unemployment still is 4.2%. The initial claims are actually down yesterday. So the environment is such that I think the Fed, and let me say one more thing. If you look at real interest rates, with inflation 3%, real
Oh no. The dad is back in town.
that is pretty close to neutral.
And then grandma's back from her vacation, so they'll take the kids to school.
The demand for capital, returns on capital, and the demand for the size of our debt, that is probably closer to 1.5%. So, and we're spread neutral, so perhaps.
No, I didn't pass Apex. I blew one. I'm working on the second one. I got out in the second one before it took a hit. Did you pass? Nah. Because I only have 18. I only have 2 slots left. So if I pass this one, I'm gonna save the 300K for CPI. Yeah. 'Cause I was told if you have more than 20 funded, you can get banned from Apex. And they actually emailed me and they say, "Oh, this is just the first time." So they gave me a refund and then moved me back into the eval when I had 22 funded. Yeah, but it's saying that you can get banned for having too many. If you have over 20 PA.
So you know you have to guess. I don't know because you don't know how mine goes. Certainly has he'll have an appearance issue. There's probably no
Yeah,
question
yeah.
about that.
But it doesn't sit there for free. You've got to pay for the monthly thing.
Tom, I want to thank you for batting around both the data, what Ted may do, and the course. Probably not on your bingo card this morning, but thank you again for joining us with all of that. We appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. Squad coming right back after this.
As our own. We never lose focus on the life you want to build. And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are.
Oh, there you go. Bot went long. Let's go. Long too.
Sponsored jobs on Indeed are 2.5 times faster to first hire. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
At the Farmer's Dog, our recipe is more than the ingredients we choose. It's what we choose to do with them. Developed by our vet nutritionists, all our food is made to the highest safety standards and has clinically proven benefits. It's gently cooked to deliver the nutrients your dog needs without the ultra processing. Because good ingredients matter, but the best recipes call for
Let's
so
see,
much
3
more.
minutes got some up, a little bit upside. 15 minutes got a long way to go up, but looks like the bounce is coming. I hope we do get one more dip at open so I can long on the other accounts. This is the 15 minutes.
CNBC's daily digital show has trading updates, the latest headlines, a global perspective, and high-profile interviews. Scan to watch CNBC's Crypto World, sponsored by Crypto.com. So go Labor Day sale this Friday to Monday and get valuable Labor Day bonus coupons in your mailbox, online, or ways to go out. Coupons good Friday to Monday, Labor Day. Coupons that save you big money on great looking furniture. Shop now and get extra savings with your bonus coupons. Plus, to make buying even easier, finance interest.
Nice work, Doc. And Doc is killing it. Both Doc is killing it.
Clothes dry. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Breaking on Squawk this morning, we've had so much news. Chinese internet giant Alibaba posting better than expected earnings.
Oh wow, Alibaba's up 7%.
Chip to make up some of the gap in the Chinese market from restrictions on Nvidia. And India
Yeah.
former top banker on Squawk this morning.
I didn't know Alibaba makes computer chips.
This week. And personal consumption expenditures in July were in line
CNBC's, you know, I love school books, and congratulations on the big school books anniversary.
Yes, 3-0.
30 years. 30 years is coming up. We'll probably be making a lot bigger of a deal in September about all that. But thank you for a preview, and thank you both for being with us. Really appreciated it. In the meantime, I want to make sure that you join us not tomorrow, but next week. Have a great weekend. Squawk on the Street begins right now.
Today with David Faber, Robert Franks with us at Post 9 of the New York Stock Exchange. Kramer has moving off. Futures a bit soft as we wrap up the trading month for August and the summer. All pockets of weakness in tech. Some warning of additional tariff pressure to come from the likes of Caterpillar. PCE was mostly in line, but year-on-year core highest since March of last year. Our roadmap begins with the president asking a judge to deny Fed Governor Cook's firing injunction. A hearing is scheduled in the next hour.
Well, stocks are sitting at record highs on this, the last trading day of August. We're going to talk about the setup for September. And of course, there's still the great rate debate. Fed Governor Waller is expecting cuts over the next 3 to 6 months, starting with September.
Let's begin, though, with Fed Governor Cook suing the president over his attempt to remove her from office. A federal court hearing is slated to begin within the next hour. Eamon Jeffers is outside the courthouse in Washington with a preview. Hey, Eamon.
Carl, that's right. We do expect that hearing here at 10 a.m. at the courthouse in Washington. During the course of this morning, though, we've seen dueling filings both from the Federal Reserve and also from the Department of Justice in this case. So remember where we are. Lisa Cook has filed a lawsuit against the president and the Fed saying she does not deserve to be fired and the president doesn't have the authority to do that. What we saw this morning from the Fed was a filing.
For real, Boo. I'm in long at 64.
Look, we're not going to offer any arguments in this case. We're going to attend the hearing, but we're not going to take a position on it, and we wait to see what the court does. The Fed only asks the court for a speedy decision here, so we'll wait and see whether they get what they're looking for this morning. Meanwhile, the Department of Justice also offering its own filing in it, and in that filing, they say the president has broad discretion under the for-cause term of the statute to fire people from the Federal Reserve Board. That's something that's really the centerpiece of the issue here. They're also arguing that Lisa Cook did not respond publicly or privately to their allegations that she committed mortgage fraud. Therefore, because of her failure to respond publicly, she is not likely to prevail here. What Lisa Cook wants this morning, guys, is an injunction by the court stopping the effort by the president to fire her while her lawsuit plays out. She's asking for that injunction this morning at 10 o'clock. The president, through the Department of Justice, is arguing that no such injunction is needed here. The court should stand aside and allow the president to move ahead with this firing. Also, just within the past couple of moments, we've gotten a statement from Abby Lowell here. Lisa Cook's attorney. Now, he's responding to the additional allegation made by the FHFA last night that there is a third property at issue here in terms of Lisa Cook's.
Oh, Google, did you pass your Apex or no? No? Not yet, okay.
Lisa Cook's attorney here as we get set for this hearing coming up in less than an hour, guys. Back over to you.
But the statement from Lowell doesn't directly address the details of this mortgage application or mortgage agreement that she sought to take out in Cambridge.
Right. So this is a third property now at issue that the FHFA is raising. And Abby Lowell's statement here is not addressing that allegation on the merits, simply calling it a smear campaign.
There we go. It's pumping now.
One of the things that they've leaned on heavily is these are just allegations. None of them have been proven or adjudicated in any official proceeding. And so how can you fire somebody on the basis of an allegation? If that's the case, then anybody in the administration can allege anything about any member of the Fed, and that gives the president cause to fire. So they're saying that's way too broad. And then secondly, what Governor Cook's filing says in her lawsuit is that even if there was a clerical error here, even if she was guilty of the infraction, which she is not, they say, happen in her personal capacity, etc. So there's a whole set of tiered defenses here, but in this case, they're just
And
saying
that sucks.
what Pulte at the FHFA is saying it's just a smear campaign and nothing else.
And Eamon, when we think about the next steps of this legal battle, it's going to go to, as I understand it, this judge in the district court in Columbia, District of Columbia, Gia Cobb. She was a Biden appointee. She's been skeptical of some of the Trump actions. If she rules for Lisa Cook in this, how long will it take, or what do you think the process will be before it gets to the Supreme Court?
Well, you're going to have to go through a couple levels of appeals before it gets to the Supreme Court. So the first question
Yes, went long.
here this morning is, does Governor Cook get an injunction
I don't know.
or restraining order against the president's effort to fire her? If she does, that's going to put her defense on much more solid ground. If she doesn't, that's going to present a problem for the Federal Reserve. You know, there's been a really unresolved question all week. Is like just as basic as, is Lisa Cook considered by the Fed to be a member of the Board of Governors? Is she at work? What the Fed is saying is, in this response to the lawsuit, you know, look, we're throwing up our hands here. We don't have any arguments to make in this case. We just want a speedy resolution. And so, you know, will she be able to retain her office and her access to data? All those questions, you know, sort of depend on that restraining order. That's the first one. Then the question is, does it go to an appeal if the government loses? Then you get to this situation where it would go to the Supreme Court. So you could be looking at certainly months of legal wrangling. But this
Yeah, I think we're all stuck in long. Yeah, I'm at 64 long on my Apex.
To electronically connecting, do we know been rescinded as a result of her firing as of now, prior to potentially the receipt of a TRO?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't believe that she has. Steve Leeson's done some reporting on this. What we've been told is that, you know, she's been traveling during this intervening time. So we don't know. We've had cameras staking out
Oh, what happened?
the garage there, trying to see if she goes into the building. We don't know if she's even entered the building since this all happened. You know, we'll wait for official statements.
Oh my gosh. Did you really?
Data. And I think this hearing today will really set the tone for it, because if there's a restraining order that's put in against the president's effort, that'll give Jay Powell at the Fed some more leeway to say, look, there's been a restraining order, everything's on hold, so we're going to just proceed, you know, pro forma according to regular order here until we're told by the court not to. And so that gives Powell an excuse, really, politically and legally, to allow Lisa Cook to continue as a member of the board until there's an adjudication of her lawsuit. If there's no restraining order this morning, then that presents some real challenges for Powell, because he's going to have to decide, you know, does he give her access to the building, does he not? And those decisions will ultimately become public and could, if they go against President Trump, could provoke President Trump's anger.
Yeah, you can imagine how messy this would be. She does have to vacate. The president names a replacement, but then is reinstated, and the court ultimately decides the president couldn't do it.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Myron's going to get the Senate hearing on September 4th. So this is all going to get very complex in the week ahead, Eamon. Thank you for that. We'll talk to you later this morning, Eamon Jacobs in D.C. Let's get some market reactions. PCE this morning. Futures are moving a bit lower ahead of the open. Guys, it was mostly in line. The only warm part that Santelli pointed out was year-on-year core going to 2.8. Prior to 8, going to 2.9. Moving a little bit farther away from the target.
2.9 is not, is very close to three handle, which I think would be tough to justify continued cuts after September.
And Goldman does see that number creeping a little higher going into the end of the year. I think they see December 3.3. And certainly page 1 of the Journal today talking about the companies warning of price hikes might have something to do with that.
It might. I mean, it's interesting today because in some ways, I certainly the debate around tariffs is not concluded, but I do feel as though it's been on sort of a low boil lately. And yet this morning, in terms of the headlines, whether it's Caterpillar late yesterday with an 8K indicating the cost of tariffs is going to be higher than it had previously said, as much as what, $1.25 billion for the course of the year, at least from that company, whether it's the ending of the $800 de minimis exemption and the
therefore the cost of goods sold is going to be higher for those, whether it's yesterday hearing from Mel and the like, whether it's the Brazil tariffs at 50%, given coffee and how much of it comes from there. It does feel as though that is kind of heating up again. And price has been turned up a bit. We're still working off of pre-tariff inventory in most of the country and most products. So as that starts to fade, and as companies, I think we're just sort of hunkering down, taking a margin hit, hoping, okay, this is going to be short term, this is going to be resolved. But at some point, as that inventory bleeds off, and as they have to get some margin, the prices are going to have to go up. Another name is Gap, by the way, guys. Reported earnings and is going to be down as a result as well.
We'll get to a lot of the retailers. Apollo had a great set of data yesterday, which was looking at a survey. Respondents were asked what percentage of their inventory has been subject to additional duties, and 3/4 say less than a quarter of their inventory is reflecting. I mean, and that sort of points to Hammock's view and some other Fed officials that we're in the early innings of seeing
A fun data point. So there's the tariff on Switzerland right now, 39%, mostly aimed at pharmaceuticals, but clobbering the watch industry. So this is a high-class problem, but all the watch retailers I talked to, they have taken millions of dollars of inventory from China and Hong Kong, where sales have been slow, and moved it to the U.S. right before tariffs took effect. So I think a lot of companies, that's a specific example, and that 39% is steep. A lot of companies where they could find inventory have pulled forward.
The other line, and David mentions Caterpillar, Morgan Stanley today. Our concern remains that CAT and construction equipment group in general have exhibited little to no ability to pass the tariffs. If that holds broadly, that's more a margin story than a consumer.
It is more of a margin story. We'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, there's the paragraph that we're talking about. Labor markets also. By the way, Gap guys, you saw the stock actually looks up. We'll see how it opens 19 minutes or so from now. But they did say they are going to take action. They will, in fact. But notable, their gross margin 41.2% did decrease 140 basis points year over year. Merchandise margins down 150 basis points. But yet another name that certainly is, again, where we end up in terms of the inflationary impact.
All right. We got 15 minutes left.
I think there's a growing consensus that monetary policy needs to be more accommodating.
3 minutes. It doesn't look good. Looks like it's almost overbought. Not good for long, Google.
Additional cuts over the next 3 to 6 months, and the pace of rate cuts will be driven by the incoming data. So he's talking more about a series of cuts over the next 3 to 6 months. Let's get on with it. We'll know ADP's Wednesday, I think, so we'll get an early signal about whether those revisions to NFP are reflected in some of the private data.
Yeah, 17 minutes.
Right. I mean, he's one of the names on the 11-person list to be the next Fed chair. So. And he was a dissenter in the last meeting, so not a surprise in his position, but I think it is interesting to start thinking about a series of cuts after September, because I don't know that the futures market has really priced in a lot for next year so far. Maybe they will now. I don't know what's
Yeah. Meanwhile, I think the 10-year break-evens today, or as of yesterday, 6-month high, as we're back in the 2.5 range. We are heading, of course, into the final trading day of the month, and we'll talk about some of the winners and losers when we get back from a break. When we come back, a look at who's topping this year's list of insider sellers. Robert's looking into some of the
Monday we'll have no volume trader.
David's right. We'll get to Ulta, Gap, Affirm, Dell, some news on Nova and Nvidia when we return.
Think you're rock stars? That's as ridiculous as us being corporate types. Let's begin.
Rockstar move using Workday to handle all our agents.
Well, watch me handle my agent, Gary, bubbly water, no bubbles. So what did you do this weekend?
The huge. Shut up, the car using Workday to manage our people and AI.
Goldilocks needs a place of her own, and fast. Thankfully, she's on Redfin. They update their listings every 2 minutes.
And with so many options, she's bound to find exactly what she wants.
This one's just right.
Is she leaving?
I'm Allison
For real.
Ludwig.
I want to
strategist
get out
at AmericanEagle.com.
and wait for the open.
Wagner came to us with a goal to make their website user experience seamless.
Yeah, I'm ready for New York.
We build enterprise websites like this all
Yeah.
the time. Through a fully integrated digital transformation, WagnerSpringTech.com is now a fast, mobile-optimized website with an engaging user experience. For complete website and digital solutions, go to AmericanEagle.com.
It's trying. You still on Google? XOXO, come on. You still catfishing? Yeah, I'm still long.
Opportunities in the business of sports and entertainment. Register now at cnbcevents.com/gameplan.
You have 2 accounts you went long on? I have 30-30.
The Nissan Rogue takes heading for him. Punish under immense pressure. And exposed to excessive wear. Nissan, #1 in your vehicle quality. We put it through the worst, so you get its best.
Travel can be a nightmare. Luckily, you rented your car on Turbo.
Yeah, I think it's waiting for open.
Get the rental counter with Turbo. Rent just about any car, just about anywhere.
Welcome back. Of course, record-setting year for stocks. Also seeing more insider selling. And Robert Frank tracks that.
Yeah.
He tracks so many
October.
things for us, Robert.
I hope it's 50% off
You know, when
too.
you sell stocks, you get wealth creation, and we've had obviously stocks at an all-time high. Not surprising, people are taking cash off.
50% off be sweet.
Insider sales this year, in fact, topping $70 billion. That is the highest total since 2021 in those market peaks. Now, most of these sales are, of course, in tech, with the big tech stocks all powering new highs recently. The #1 seller
Yeah.
so far this year, not surprisingly, Jeff Bezos. He has sold just this year.
I think they're doing what 45% off now and then 40%. Once it get tradable, I don't think these cheap deals will come back. You know what I mean?
This year, that's after selling 13.6 billion last year. He's also gifted about 1 million shares to charity this year. Now, the
Later,
second
buddy.
biggest seller was Oracle CEO Safra Catz. That's under a 10b5-1 plan, also announced last year. She has unloaded $2.5 billion worth of Oracle stock.
Later.
This year, she regularly receives and exercises options, and just received 5 million options back in June. Michael Dell, also a big seller. He's cashed out 1.2 billion in shares. He, of course,
Yeah.
regularly unloads
He's trying to
blocks of
avoid the
10
time he
million
always
shares
blows
of
up.
stock. The latest
He
was
just go long at open most of the time.
the 11th richest person in the world.
Well, if it dips, he'll start buying the dip at open, and then they keep dumping on him.
A lot of directors selling as well as CEOs, and not necessarily a sign that retail investors should get out.
Yeah.
But if we look back at the timing of insiders, they tend to do pretty well at selling at or near highs. Doesn't mean they can't go up from here. And they don't tend to sell much when their stocks are low.
I think so. Well,
How
who
are they
knows?
thinking about taxes at the moment?
I mean, 3 minutes. It looks like it's going down.
Tax regime, so I think
Maybe it'll go down and then we'll pump it open.
That's now set at a very high level with a $15 million exemption for individuals, 30 for couples. The income tax rate itself, capital gains, all those things are set. So I think it's also favorable to sell when we know this is the roadmap for taxes and it's not going to change much.
Safra Catz, obviously CEO of Oracle, but Larry Ellison still the 40
shareholder. Yeah, and is second richest man in the world. Second or third, I haven't six, about less than 10% off its all-time highs. Yeah, and I haven't seen, we haven't seen much selling from him. And he, of course, is the master at leveraging his stock for loans. So that's why he hasn't necessarily spends a lot of money, obviously, but hasn't had to sell or hasn't built because he tends to leverage and use his stock as collateral, take out loans rather than selling. So that's why he's maintained such a strong position.
Eye-popping numbers, fascinating. We'll keep eyes on it with your help, Robert. Thanks. Take a look at the pre-market here. Final one of the summer season before this long Labor Day weekend. Futures are in the red, and we'll keep our eyes on D.C. and U.S. District Court ahead of this hearing for Lisa Cook in about 40 minutes.
Oh, there you go. There's a pump.
Wealth management begins and ends with you.
Want to get out?
We believe the more personal the result. We reach our goals as a we never lose focus on the life you want to build. And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Corient.
I didn't know you long at 64 too, Google. Nice.
You founded your kayak company because you love the ocean, not spreadsheets. You need to hire. I need Indeed. Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, candidates can find it easier, so you can hire easier. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
At Gabby's 4 years at Walmart, she's become a certified technician, doubled her salary, supported both her mom and her son. Who knew your career could drive your future?
I knew.
I think it's the Pro, right? Google? Is that what you're doing? Oh, Apex. Oh, yeah. You're doing Apex.
And refined by human expertise, Charlotte your business stays safe, so you can build for tomorrow with confidence and efficiency and protect your
Real.
assets.
It's taking way too long.
Shades on. This is how summer rolls.
Hey, you got 5 more points to go.
Jeep Bank is the summer event. Purchase and get $2,250 bonus cash allowance. Plus, current Jeep Grand Cherokee owners will receive get $1,000 bonus cash on 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee gas models.
Suck.
Trading in August, got some laggards to watch the open here. There's a look at Dell, down 7. We'll talk about one of these misses on margins, at least in one area.
It's choppy morning now. Just waiting.
On the sales miss, Caterpillar, we mentioned the warning about more tariff headwinds. Opening bells coming up in about 6 minutes, and don't forget, you can catch us anytime, anywhere. Just listen to and follow the Squawk on the Street Opening Bell podcast.
Introducing CNBC Plus. You can stream Squawk Box.
Street Squawk on the Street.
You can't catch fast money in real time. Watch us later on CNBC Plus.
Look at that. Very good. Start streaming at cnbc.com/plus.
It's 6 minutes.
If it's news to you that Johnsonville makes breakfast sausage, well, goddamn. Keep it juicy. For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network. Yes, they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. Some fancy experts finished the network test. T-Mobile sort of opened a can of whoop-up. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and instant talk and say,
You won't believe where I am. Seriously, all right. Hey, I got signal.
Different. I played different.
It's too fancy for the thing. Then it becomes a lifestyle.
Work,
There we go.
errands, chores.
Now, should I get out if I go green?
Comfort of a lazy boy recliner. You go from 0 to lazy. The work, lost in cushions that don't fit.
I think I might just take profit now and wait. Yeah, I got out. I get scared to open because usually big dump or big pump.
Hi, I'm Jay Jackson. For almost 20 years, Abacus Life has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors. And in just seconds, you can use the free calculator.
No, I didn't pass the count yet. I'm still working on it.
Selling their life insurance to Abacus was right for them and their estate. Don't sell a
49. I think it's already blown on that.
first. There are no fees, no
Yeah, that one's blown.
real value for insurance when you need with Abacus.
Invest with the full sight vision.
Give us one more dip and we can long again. One more drop. What's up, buddy? Oh, we just 70s coming up. Did you YOLO? Yeah. Yeah, it was choppy. I blew the 50K apex, but the other 50K I got out just in time, so it didn't blow yet. So I'm trying to pass that manually.
The future is watching.
Oh, you did the big one, huh? Yeah, I did the 50K and it just blew right away. Then it just chopped. I thought you were gonna say the 300K for CPI. Today data is not really big data. You still got more, right? Evals for CPI? Okay. Yeah, I got 300K. I'm saving with CPI on Apex.
Risk and because of the valuations for a long time, that they've lost a lot of the upside because of this. But not a day goes by when I don't talk to these investors, they say they're either shorting this market
2 minutes. Give me like 55. I might long again.
People sort of like the story of markets in 25. It's going to be about retail holding the market's hand as opposed to institutions and being proven right for now.
Yeah, well, certainly during the tariff tantrum back in early April, I think we've got data that indicates many retail investors hung tight, whereas a lot of institutions that we know, certainly ones that I speak to, were taking down risk, as they like to say at that point.
Or
they
they
were
submitted.
rewarded for that, and obviously, when we look back on this year, will be much as last year. It'll be the AI trade that powered the overall market. Now we are coming off of those NVIDIA earnings.
He'd say he won't get on until after 10 o'clock Eastern time. Ah, yep, there's a 55. Wow.
Stats yesterday coming off of the GDP print, just looking at how much the AI build out is propping up the economy. Investment on services.
Ooh, they really want to dump this.
And added 0.6 to GDP in the quarter. That's the same as consumption of services in total, which is almost half of the economy. I mean, it's just an amazing engine right now.
The numbers are enormous. I mean, just think about all the data centers and the hundreds of billions that are being spent. We talk about it all the time. Just the capex plans of 4 companies alone.
Yep.
Much of which is going into building.
Give me the pump, baby. There we go. And I got out. Yeah. I need $30 more. No, $50 more. It's pumping. It came back down. Ooh, Nvidia, nice.
Company listed on a U.S. stock exchange. We try to keep some eyes on the attack on Kyiv yesterday, where we had, I think, 21 killed, some 48 injured, and dwindling hopes for now at least that we're going to get a peace accord regarding Ukraine anytime soon. As for overall levels, just shy of 6,500 today. I guess, David, NVIDIA is a good place to start, not just the fact that it's the best down name of the year so far, but again, additional reports about Chinese competition today. It's Alibaba.
It is. We'll keep an eye on Alibaba shares. We'll go through it if we can as well. Given the earnings from Alibaba, but of course there is this some story in the journal talking about their development of new chips. And we mentioned this many times. The fact is that the most powerful chips for China does not have access to are very important for large language models and training them. But for inference, less so, and this is where Alibaba does seem focused as well. You know, take it for what you want, but there is no doubt that there's an aggressive effort underway by any number of Chinese companies to develop new chips, to manufacture them domestically as well.
There we go. So much I need.
To compete as best they can with the U.S. That has been the argument that Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, has made to the administration for why they should have access to the Chinese market, because the more advanced the Chinese can get, the more likely it becomes that they can at least present an alternative around the globe in terms of building your AI stack, as they like to call it, and therefore the U.S. would not necessarily be the key provider. When you think about, what Eric Schmidt and some of the other people that are really at the forefront of what's happening in AI here, they see what's happening in China twofold. Number one, you see, obviously, has been developing these chips even before Alibaba, so this is clearly a coordinated government policy to say, look, we want multiple companies now competing with NVIDIA and building chips. But more importantly, there's this cultural element in China where we see the government really promoting AI to the everyday person, to other companies, and I think here, for better or worse, we don't necessarily have government-imposed policy advocating for AI in people's daily lives. Obviously, the companies themselves are doing a great job marketing, but whether it's the companies or individual, China seems to have a very coordinated policy to get AI adopted throughout its economy on the corporate and individual level at a level that we don't have here in the U.S.
Well, 15 minutes still looks good for the upside, so I think they'll still pump later on.
Policy on the big corporates to build chips or is going to be successful relative to maybe they're going to win that race or at least parts of it.
Right. Well, we know the headwind they have, or the tailwind they had on EVs.
Yeah.
A lot of projections on solar. I mean, they'll generate more in the 2030s on solar than we'll use total in our entire electric consumption.
I think they built more solar capacity last year, or certainly in the last 12 months, than existed previously in the entire world, if I'm not incorrect. You can check that one on me. I'm pretty sure I am. But that gets to another key point here that we talk about endlessly and will continue to, which of course is the need for enormous amounts of power for the data centers that are running all of these algorithms essentially being performed by NVIDIA chips and others. And the fact is that the Chinese are building at a very rapid rate. Critics like to point out they're building a lot of coal plants. My understanding is a lot of that may be
nice.
backup, but wind, certainly solar, nuclear, and so many other areas in terms of the grid, and the importance here in this country for us to continue to build it out as well in a rapid fashion if we want to.
Just trying to buy the dip for now.
So that's not unimportant. As for the earnings this morning, kind of a mixed picture. I mean, you got Dell, stock is down, but not because of AI. There they sort of saw strength in AI servers. It was more storage PC and kind of margins that may be impacting the overall view there. AI server revenues of 8.2 billion, full year guidance of 20 billion is actually a standout for the quarter, but it was storage PC, negative mix there, and EPS guidance of $9.55 is below many of the analysts who follow the company, and therefore you're seeing that 10% decline. The AI server business up 69% though. Yeah.
Order filled.
Yes. It's enormous. And of course that goes to, of course, what we talk about, which is the endless need for the building of capacity by the hyperscalers and by many others. I mean, then sovereigns and everybody else. Now, on the other side, the Marvell Technology, which is not an insignificant company,
Orders submitted.
$66, $67 billion market value, is losing a good amount of that market value. Is slowing down some 16%. Here, you're talking more about chips that are very tailored and specifically designed. This is a key part of their business for
Order
customers
filled.
in the data center. And that was where the weakness was.
Order filled.
Basic application-specific integrated circuits, and that was
Order
more
canceled.
than had been anticipated, guys. And there was even a downgrade of
Order
maybe
submitted.
perhaps that much help, but they go to a neutral and $78 price target, which, by the way, now
Oh,
is what
Poca
the
left?
stock
Oh.
is. But there you had miss on data center revenue, Carl. And what does that mean? What do you think that means, though? Does that mean that we're overbuilding on
Nice.
data
Caught that
centers and
pump.
there's a pullback? Do you think it means that
Yeah. Finally. I need 15 more hundred to pass this 150 E8 eval.
And even the margin on servers at Dell will probably get added to that list of concerns.
Order
Whether
filled.
it's Sam Altman's comments about a bubble in AI spend,
Order submitted.
Meta's hiring freeze, or just the fact that they've hired enough for now. And we'll see how all this gets absorbed when sort of everybody
That's
gets
smart.
back.
Oh, those are the funded, right? Nice. Oh wow, that drop. Yeah. I mean, long though. There you go. Yeah.
Just to invest in data centers, and there's endless appetite for capital, and there's endless
There you go.
need for
Order filled.
So,
Filled.
in that space either, but you
Order
have to
submitted.
believe that at some point there's some overbuilding in some parts of that market, because these things are just popping up everywhere. Sam Altman at one point
Order
said, well, there
filled.
might be some things that are bubble.
Order submitted.
Except for opening. I got to spend trillions of dollars, and literally trillions.
Yeah.
Good work. Oh, you just need to flip $50 only, right? On your Apex? You should go for 300. I'm just going for 50. That's work though.
Gross margin was a beat up 43. That's GMV 43, revenue 33. They got kind of mostly in line, but they do.
Yeah, I don't think the long looks good anymore.
Max is going to join us at 10:30. Talk more about the quarter. I guess he doesn't like addressing macro questions or what their results mean for the consumer at large, but we'll certainly ask him anyway.
I'm looking forward to that as well. Loan size. Obviously, Klarna, which is a
Order
competitor,
filled.
going to be coming public soon.
Order submitted.
Private company's been out there for some time, waiting to sort of make its entrance to the public market. Speaking of the private markets, Inside
Oh
Pulse,
wow.
that's going to be the newest offshoot of CBC's
Wow. It
Inside
might lose
Pulse
600.
Universe. It's launching this coming Tuesday. Robert Frank oversees.
I'm in the long still.
You guys are the Avengers, so it's all here.
Yeah, let's bot might go short next. Nope, that's a 595. Yep. Ouch. That's brutal.
To a new source of capital for these mega corporates, from Meta to Intel to AT&T and Sony, all tapping the private credit market recently. Apollo Global CEO Mark Rowan said that would be the potential market for private credit. That's if you include investment grade, is perhaps $40 trillion today, and it's only going to grow. Take a listen.
Come on, baby.
The vast
Pump it.
majority of what we do is investment grade. And that always shocks people. You know, how can you private credit be investment grade? Well, AT&T, AB InBev, Air France, Vonovia.
Oh, and Vita's taking a dump. My puts are green now. And Vita's negative 3%. Wow.
What it's telling people is if you're the CFO of a big company, you had one source of capital a long time ago, the banking system. Well, then you developed another source of capital, the bond market. And now you have a third source of capital, the private market.
Order filled.
So you can read the
Order filled.
watch the full interview with Mark Rowan and read all about the rapid changes in the world of alts. So that's private equity, private credit, and all those other alternatives. In the new Inside Alts newsletter, that's going to come out Tuesday. So if you sign up now, you can be a founding member of Inside Alts. You go to cbc.com/insidealts,
Order submitted.
cbc.com/insidealts. And David, you have talked so much about the growth of this space, how it's changed, what it means for investors, what it means for corporates. It's
Order submitted.
and how companies raise capital and how investors invest. And it's important enough that CNBC is now going to cover this.
Woo, got on one of them. Nice.
We need to because it is becoming an enormous market. And obviously, Apollo through its need to put to work, and it's long-term.
No, bought one short.
As we said many times, typically in private credit, you're not syndicating a loan; you're holding it on your balance sheet, which makes it a much more of a one-to-one relationship between borrower and lender. That's right, to a large extent. You know, for me, it first sort of popped up on the stamps.com go private of a number of years ago, where I saw that every
I don't know if that's a good short or not. That's like worth low a day.
Banks are trying now to sort of come back a bit into this market. They're also starting their own private exactly efforts, significant efforts as well. But you know, as everything evolves, Robert, and now something else we've talked a lot about is the enormous financing needs of what else? The data centers.
Order submitted.
By the likes of Meta. And they're a $29 billion deal. Yeah, that's what it means. They're spending money.
Still got one more long. I'm stuck on his apex. And he 41. Average down. Jeez.
That's where we're going to start to see merging public and private markets with these publicly traded companies.
Yeah, but took that short.
Can't wait for the second. Thank you. Meantime, adding a little bit to losses here this morning. Nvidia's down now almost 3%. Watch bonds. We brought you PCE and personal income.
That's 25 points on the bot.
Chicago PMI and of course UMISH at the top of the hour. Don't go anywhere.
Order filled. Order canceled.
Brought to you by PIMCO, a global leader in active
Order
fixed income.
filled. Order filled.
And I
Order
got
canceled.
4 MNQ. I need 629. If we ever get it.
Order submitted.
New projects means new project managers. You need to hire. Indeed, you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it. It makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit
Nice, nice pump.
Indeed.com/hire.
You buy low, sell high, jump on that trend right away. That's how investing works. You know, the child play a game.
Damn, good shit, Doc. Hell yeah. Fin up pump, baby.
And success. You're serious about investing.
Ooh. Wow.
Order filled. Order canceled.
So you could save up to that much by switching to unlimited lines from big wireless to consumer cell. We've got the same line of coverage. So why don't you pick up your phone? Take this hammer.
Order submitted.
see how we can cut your bill. If you're over 50, get 2 unlimited lines for
That's 40 points on the bot. Wow.
The latest scam where a cyber thief transfers the title of your home and steals your
Order filled.
It's
Order
roughly
submitted.
60 to 90 days for that person to even figure out that they're the victim of this crime. You start getting foreclosure notices. And
Order
you
filled.
Order filled. 4 mortgages on your house that you didn't even know existed.
Unfortunately, it's on you to protect yourself. You might already
Gee,
be a victim.
that's a
Check your
big
title status
dump.
now
Oh,
at
that's it for my Apex soon.
They're 14,000. Gotta go back up.
Wow.
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
Checking markets throughout the trading session, working the phone, sources to share insights, information, and all of the details that you need to
and streaming on CNBC Plus.
Santelli here live at the CME HQ with some breaking news. Chicago PMI, this is an August number. We're expecting a number below 50. 46
Oh,
comes in
that Chicago
much worse
PMI
than
came out.
41.5. Couple of things about this number. That is now the 21st consecutive month under 50. Last time we were at 50 expansion was December of 23.
Wow.
41.5 is the weakest one since June when it was 40.4. So obviously,
Dang, good work.
From a line item to a business critical function, our expansive approach protects people and assets from physical and cyber threats. And with services like incident detection and response, we help you manage and mitigate risk. At CDW,
Here we go.
we
Give me
work
that
with you
pump.
to design and build security solutions so you can do amazing things. Think amazing happen.
This is Mia. She dreams of taking her boutique swimwear brand nationwide. With her business growing so fast, she needs fast funding to keep making waves.
It's a good thing Gambit didn't get on. He would have blown his account trying to long.
Order submitted.
Because we love watching her make a splash. That's the power of it.
Nice.
Is the power
It's,
of us.
Thanks for
can stay and trade with us.
You guys heading up north soon?
Been busy for a couple weeks this summer.
Taking a mission out of home and supplying doors. Connect us to what's important. A dedicated Fidelity advisor can help you open those doors. By a team of specialists. Your advisor helps you build a personalized, tax-smart investment strategy, identifying opportunities across your entire portfolio. And when life surprises you, your plan can change.
Oh, man, it's still dropping.
Because doors are meant to be opened.
New low day coming up.
Order filled.
Let's have true love turn the whole world on its head.
Canceled.
And now try to get a pay on his bonus today.
Order submitted.
How did you all live like this?
Order filled.
Wow. That hurt.
Order submitted.
at 6,500 on the S&P yesterday. Of course, the 20th all-time high of the year. Today, a little bit back. Dow's down about 80.
Order canceled.
Needed that.
Sector-wise, materials, which, by the way, I think are still the best sector, at least of the month or the
Order
summer,
submitted.
holding up a little bit here. Financials as well. Gold's worth watching. I think around these levels, 34.84 might be an all-time high weekly close. As the markets are trying to make some bets
Order
about
submitted.
inflation, Fed independence, you name it.
Yeah. Market also, of course, focused on Nvidia as it should be.
Order submitted.
$2 trillion. But here's
Good
down
baby.
about 3.3%. We talked earlier about the story in the journal about efforts being made by the likes of Alibaba to develop new chips in China. And that market, of course, is a very important one for Nvidia, potentially at some $50 billion in TAM. That said, their guidance does not include any sales in China, and they did not have any. As for Alibaba overall, guys, it is also up about 8.5%. 2% top line growth, although it would have been 10% like to like if you account for disclosed business. But it's the cloud part of Alibaba up 26% that does seem to be getting investors' attention. Overall, one reason why that stock is up almost 9%.
Meantime, let's show you a live shot from a federal court in Washington, D.C. We're at the top of the hour. Attorneys for Fed Governor Cook will make the case to temporarily block the president from removing her from office. Joining us this morning to talk about that hearing is former White House attorney in the first Trump White House, Ty Cobb, joins us on the phone. Ty, appreciate the time this morning. Thanks.
No, I'm so sorry. I got some technical difficulties down here. Couldn't be with you on the air.
No, we're grateful to have you. You've got some, I think you have some very, should I call them stern views about the role of DOJ or maybe the GSEs right now?
We have another data coming out in 8 minutes.
For me, as a former prosecutor, devoted time, effort, and angst at the Justice Department to see what's going on these days. I'm very disappointed they have abandoned their independence and are helping Trump on his vengeful retribution tour of his former adversaries.
Do you think that these referrals will result in charges?
I really don't know. I think that it's going to be interesting to see. I think that both has some issues. I think there's some complications there. Anytime
Ooh, come on, get me out, get me out.
Senior federal employee with high level security clearance.
Yeah. 71, 78, and then the apex at 629. There we go.
That there may be an issue or two, but historically it wouldn't be prosecuted like this. This is not who had dozens, hundreds of classified documents in Mar-a-Lago was showing him to guests and friends, including his chief of staff Susie Weil. And then when asked to return them, said no. That's a very different situation than somebody who has devoted their career to national service and in the security realm. Having a document or two. On the other hand, we really don't know what they got, and I think we have to, in fairness to rationality, and see what the actual facts are.
I assume you've had a chance.
Are you short?
Cook's lawsuit. What do you make of the structure of his framework of defense?
I thought he did an excellent job. I think there are a lot of issues here. I might have.
3 minutes got more room for the downside.
Push the Article 1 issue with the congressional reporting a little more, but I think it's targeted. It's targeted in an effective way. It's targeted, I think, in a way that's designed to succeed today and to prevent.
Why can't we have this dump yesterday when I was short? I think I need 6 more hundred to get a payout. I might try it next week. I'll push this bonus first.
Much has been made, of course, us about the fact that during the first Trump administration, of which you were
Order
part of, the
submitted.
guardrails in place,
We'll see. I'm not trying to push it.
the president perhaps was prevented from pursuing things that in this administration he's been very successful at in terms of gaining the levers of power in so many different areas. I'm just curious as to how you view it more broadly in terms of the amount of power that he's been able to amass.
Damn,
in
I
such a
dropped
short
back
amount of time
down.
in so many different areas of American life.
Order fell.
Order filled.
Order fell. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order fell. Order fell.
It's a new low day.
Order fell.
Order filled.
I'm getting lag. What? I exit for profit. I got negative $69. What the
Order
hell?
submitted. Order canceled. Order fell.
Order filled.
So rest.
Order submitted.
People like Marco Rubio, you know, who 2 years ago was when he ran in 2015, could have been more accurate or critical of Trump. Frankly, you know, Trump's very harsh on people who criticize him today. He will replay some of the Rubio
Order submitted.
in 2015 where he was talking about Trump's, you know, authoritarian ways, his ignorant ways.
Order fell.
I mean, that's
Order submitted. Order canceled.
But if he can neuter the cabinet, if he can neuter Mike Johnson in the House, and if he can gather senators who are so
Order
godless,
submitted.
and abandon their oath, and affirm people like RFK Jr. and Nixon, and Cash Patel, it is a shocking time.
Order submitted. Order fell. Order submitted.
Yeah.
Fell.
It's a holiday. It'd be bullish, but it's not.
Order submitted. Order
Thank you.
I was $100 away from passing the apex. Now I'm down 1,000. Yeah, I hate that. Oh, I better stay flat for the, yeah. Staying flat for the data. Yeah, 15 minutes. Still showing for upside. Oh, not really. Fuck that bit. You lucky you didn't try. You would have blown. You would try to buy the dip and it'll keep blowing you up. Yeah.
Standard clinical trials. It's time for the next generation of AG1. We just
Yeah.
on our third shot. My assistant
I'm back on
mentioned
the
they
Apex.
got home to get new uniforms with all the locations.
100 from passing and now I'm down 1,000.
Filled.
No, oh no, Apex. Eval.
Order submitted.
TPT I'm doing. I'm up $20 each. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you can keep trying to buy the dip like I did. They keep dropping.
Order fell.
Order filled.
Order submitted.
No. It's not. It's near oversold. On the 3 minutes only.
With robust charting and analysis tools, including over 400 technical studies. Tailor the platforms to
Oh,
your
that data?
Order filled.
customization.
Order fell.
Order filled.
Holy shit. I caught that. I'm back to green on my trade day. Wow. That was scary. Where it dropped to? Yeah, it hit 500 and it bounced.
Order submitted.
Investing Club is for everybody. If you're standing out on the sidelines, you should go ahead and take the risk because Jim is there with you to help give you the confidence you need to be successful.
Order submitted. Huge reservoir of information available.
Order
Yes,
submitted.
more support. Join the club and let me help you become a better investor. Remember, save with a special offer. Go to CNBC.com.
Come on, get that bounce. Let me go, baby. Get me out of here.
Walk the street. I'm Carl King today with Contessa Brewer and David Faber here at Post 9 of the New York Stock Exchange. Sarah Eisen has the morning off. Got great
That was a
news this
nice
hour.
drop.
Fed Governor Lisa Cook's case goes to court. A hearing to temporarily block the president from
Order submitted.
office kicks off pretty much right now.
Hey.
We've got full team coverage. Our image members in the courthouse in Washington. Steve Leisman here for analysis. Let's begin with you, Eamon. Set the scene for us.
Thank you. Going back down again. Jeez. Bot got over 100 points on the short.
Prerogatives here, and we've got these dueling filings now.
My Nvidia puts up green. How you doing, Google?
She's suing the president and the Fed. She says even if Governor Cook had committed the infractions that the president alleges, which she did not, the president would lack cause to remove her. And that word cause is the central point of this fight. You see that the Department of Justice filing just this morning on the
Order
same point that the president retains a broad discretion to remove a governor for cause. So the issue before the judge this morning is going
Order
to be
submitted.
what is cause ultimately mean. And then
Nvidia
whether or not to
bot
grant
is short
temporary
now
restraining order blocking the president's
on the
attempts to
stock.
fire Lisa Cook while this lawsuit plays out. So what Lisa Cook wants this morning is the
You
court
might
to
open a
say, President
ticket
Trump,
on
you
it.
have to stop. Lisa Cook is allowed to stay at the Fed until this issue is resolved in the court. That could be weeks or months from now. What the government wants is for the court to reject that restraining order and the court to say,
Yeah, they posted in the Discord something about the API is still behind. Still a lot of people having issues, but still open a ticket though.
One issue that has been a mystery all week, at least to me, guys, is whether or not Lisa Cook retains
Yeah,
access
do it later.
to her office and to her devices at the Fed, given that the president has said that she should be fired. I am
Order
told
filled.
now
Order
filled.
Holy
No
cow.
change in Cook's status at the Fed, and she does
Order filled.
retain so that clears up that mystery. It's not clear whether she's actually
Okay. Yeah.
Order filled.
Yeah, that's a huge
Are
jump.
you expecting to get much color around did she or didn't she?
No, I don't think we're
Order
going to get into
submitted.
the ultimate part of the matter. What's going to happen is the judge is going to open the proceedings the very beginning of this lawsuit. This will be the first proceeding in this suit since it was filed.
Order filled.
It's moving relatively quickly. But I think this question of whether this restraining
Yeah,
order is granted
it's us.
is going to be central to it, right? Does the judge step in and stop the firing? Or does the judge say the firing can continue? The Fed's going to have to sort that out on its own, and we're going to work our way through this case. I don't think it's going to be that long, but you never know. It's a very high-profile case, and these are some very expensive lawyers, and we'll see what they have to say.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
All right,
Order
let's bring in
submitted.
senior economics reporter Steve Leisman. He's also been following the case closely. Steve, instead of talking about the case for a moment, I'd just like to kind
Order
of
filled.
understand from
Order
your perspective
canceled.
what may happen to Cook, regardless of what happens in court today. I guess in the sense of, I mean, she's suing. It's Powell now, right? Does Powell have to open an investigation regardless? I guess I wonder the same way they did with Crowder, with Kaplan and the like. And would that conceivably result in her leaving the Fed anyway
Dang, new
at
lower
some
day.
point as a result? Even if this goes nowhere in terms of what the Trump administration is trying to do right now.
unfortunately, your attempt to not talk about the case gets you right back to the case, which is one of the issues here is whether or not and how much it should matter to the Fed. What happened before Cook joined the Federal Reserve Board? Yes, he can refer this to the IG.
Yeah, my DL hit on Apex. Not Apex, but Lucid now.
She got to the Fed. And so whether or not that becomes an issue.
Yeah, my 50K. I'm gonna touch the tournament now. Wow.
For something that happened before. I suppose there are issues about appearance and those questions and whether or not this case is ultimately, by the way, she has not been charged. For many, the evidence is very, very convincing, but she has not been charged, and we've also been able to confirm that from the Justice Department, whether or not they ever spoken to Cook, and whether it's an exposure. Step back and say, the independence of the Fed
They went to 448.
and that's from the Cook side. But the president's side, they're saying this is
Orders
about the power of the executive department. So let me show you what the Cook camp, I'm summarizing this myself. They say this case is about the president's power to function beneficial over policy.
She's gone by February 26th, I believe. Isn't that when regional presidents need to be renewed? And that could figure importantly as well in terms of President
It might be
Trump's ability
green
to
soon.
replace them and basically have a lot more control of the overall board.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a big, big point here. If you think about it, David, I mean, I think that these Fed president is upstanding people, but here's the situation they're in. If the president gets a majority of the Federal Reserve Board, let's say one of them or two of them or three of them are
Wow, maybe they were wrong.
their job is up in February.
Yeah.
Appointees. So that's kind of hanging over their head.
Can't
I'm not suggesting they act that
I'm
way,
red on
but
my
certainly that does
Pro
raise
now.
questions about the independence of the Fed and why this whole notion of the president
orders submitted.
I'm stuck on that.
suggests
Yeah.
Former general counsel to the Fed Board of Governors and also a former judge professor. When you were
Wow, I have a
advising
nice
the
pump.
board,
Give me
did
73,
this question of
please.
what constitutes
Get me out of
fraud
here.
ever come up for you?
In fact, this is the first time a president has attempted to remove a governor from the Federal Reserve in the Federal Reserve's history, remove them for cause. So this is a
40.
Orders submitted.
Looking at the government's response filed with the government court, and one of the arguments that the government attorneys make for the president is that no court has ever extended due process
Order canceled.
protections for employees to principal officers of the United States. Is she due the kinds of
Orders submitted.
due process protections that we would expect in any other court case?
A little bit, not much. It felt good to sleep early without waking up looking at your phone. Were you trading or something? What do you have to trade now? You passed your pro, didn't you? I mean, your TPT. Oh, yeah.
The due process rights that go along with that would be different.
And it's still going down.
Lean into Lisa on that one.
And how do you factor in the fact that this all happened before she had her Senate confirmation hearing?
I have
Before
two
she landed in her current
MNQ at
position,
473, so I need to
that
get
there
out.
was this question about her mortgage applications.
Yeah, that's also a central question for today's court. Of course, Lisa is arguing that only conduct after she took over the job should be counted, that it's about inefficiency in office or malfeasance in office or neglect of duty
Order submitted.
in office. The president is saying, no, if you did something bad enough before you got into office,
Order
that
submitted.
just comes up after you get in office. That's good enough for cause.
And Scott, the fact that she has named Jerome Powell and the entire board of governors in this suit, presumably because they could, in fact, at some point decide to follow up on the president's desire
Order bill.
to fire her.
Order submitted.
How do
And
you
it keep hitting new
factor
low.
them being named as defendants?
Order bill. Exactly right.
On what?
Order bill.
That says Powell and Order submitted. So I think that's the sole reason. It's not because there's any
Order
I'm up 500 on my Lucid. I guess I'll just try to pass him one day. Long way to go, though.
Feels that she did commit mortgage
Yeah.
fraud. Is she obligated to ask for her?
I don't know. I'll see.
step down?
9,000 is hard. I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm just playing one MNQ. Not MQ, but NQ. NQ.
would be unusual.
Order
Yeah.
bill.
Best that could happen from the inspector general point of view, they could make a criminal referral, but that's already been done. So I would expect that the inspector general.
I'm 600 from blown to Apex eval. It's stupid.
Scott, I keep coming back to this line that the vice president to USA Today this week, and I'll read it. I don't think that we allow bureaucrats
I don't think we'll get there today.
and make decisions
Tell you, next week.
policy and interest
Next week is September. We're gonna go down.
elected to serve the American people.
I'm still holding my puts. I'm up $63 on my Nvidia puts for October. I'm still holding it. Just one. I don't like options, dude. Addiction.
President should be in control of monetary policy, and that reflects the view of the people. The people elect the president. On the other hand,
Come on, get me out of my pro so I can just stop and just trade evals. I finally blew that tick straight to funded plus. I'm done with that. That thing is too damn hard. Yeah, make 500 a day. Chris blew his Lucid.
Scott Alvarez, it's good of you to share your experience with us. Thank you.
Stocks are moving a bit lower. The consumer sentiment data.
Yeah, but they keep trading after hours. That's the thing. You get 5-6 days of good after hour, and then one day you're gone. He say he woke up and he blew up the Lucid. I guess he traded overnight. Yeah. Dang. I'm down 5 grand on my E8 twice, and you blown on Lucid. Damn, another new low. I'm down 6 grand and haven't blown my E8 yet. That's the 150k eval. It's gonna blow soon. I was 300 away. Now I'm down freaking 1,400. I'm cursed, dude. I got red. I went red for today, remember? Went back to negative 500. Okay, I have a huge buffer on that 100k. I'll keep averaging down.
And buy now, pay later company firm. The stock is surging after earnings nearly doubled expectations. We'll have the CEO Max Levchin join us. It's a first on CNBC interview. You don't want to miss after the break.
Dude, the bot ate 200 points? No way. Yeah, almost.
Is this your dream of retirement? How about this weekend?
I never follow a bot.
This a little more your style. Retiring isn't a guarantee.
All the gains I had yesterday is gone. And I was short yesterday too. It didn't make no sense why I moved so much yesterday. Now it does, because it's fake. No, it's supposed to go down because immediate earning wasn't good. So no reason for it to pump 400 points.
Will help see you through the market's ups and downs and give you the confidence you need to reach a comfortable retirement. Our fees are structured so we do better.
Oh shit.
Our clients do better. Call now.
Can actually get out?
Order camper.
See if your dream
Order submitted.
If your portfolio is $1 million.
I hope so. Yeah, 3 minutes it's oversold now. So trying to bounce from the oversold area, so that'll take time. Sizing's still good.
It's an opportunity to learn something new and get really honest feedback from peers who are experiencing the same exact thing you are.
That's the magic.
I bought 2 more 100k gambit on the TPT. Guess sales ending. Then now I have 300k.
Everyone charges for tire care. There's a BS free tire guarantee from Midas. Included with every tire purchase.
Yeah, I do. Because if you think about it, it's only 600 target, right? But once you get the pro, you only need 3,000 to get cash out. That's not bad compared to the 50k. Yeah. 3,000 is a buffer. Yeah. Man, this NQ will not go up.
You are watching Clothes Dry. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
It's too low to short now. We have negative 1.5 already.
Welcome back. Consumer sentiment data out a few moments ago. It did miss. That's after inflation data this morning was roughly in line with estimates. Joining us this morning is Joseph Tanius, Chief Investment Strategist at Northern Trust Asset Management.
There was no news.
Chief Economist at Moody's Analytics. Guys, happy Friday. Happy end of summer. It's good to have you both. Mark, I don't know if you thought PC was going to be the most important number for a while, but we are heading into some labor numbers. What do you make of the mix right now?
Well, Carl,
Financials now is 40%. And then max you can make is 900 a day. Come on, get me out. I'm out. Holy shit. I did it. I'm not touching that anymore. It's just the hell up. It's just sizing, baby. Look at that. Look at that game. Look at that shit. Suck it. I'm almost at 100 days on those pro. And they haven't sent me live yet. I'm at 5,000 payout on those. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Forgot. I keep thinking it's 5,000. Yeah.
We made note earlier this morning.
Yeah, I remember that. I'll blow it before that. But no, their live is different. Their live is good. Their live is 90/10. All right, Bonak's gonna give me some freebies. There we go. I'll do that next week. Oh, pump it, baby. I've been long. I'm used to it. It's nothing. My sizing's good. I can last for like 18 hours before I blow.
Meantime, Joseph, I know it's just one day, but you know we got
Come on, baby. Keep going. Keep going.
for the week. You think this is month end, or are we some signs of weakness on the likes of
I think markets right now are trying to process just a tremendous amount of data. Of course, we just talked about inflation coming in. We're seeing some of that tariff pressure come through. But really, what I think markets are focused on.
Order filled.
Out.
Yesterday, the speech is just a very, very weak labor market, and ultimately how that's going to manifest itself in terms of the economic data. I think ultimately this really paves the way for the Federal Reserve to come in and cut interest rates by 25 basis points. Of course, everyone is just anxious and waiting to see what then happens from here on out. What is the Fed going to do, and what happens with inflationary pressure as a result of these tariffs?
Right. You think, no doubt, in fact, there were some numbers the other day looking at how the core has run closer to 3 on average since the late 80s or so, closer to 3 than 2, and that in fact that 2 number is kind of aspirational. You think in today's instance,
What's in low
it's
day?
gonna be more about weakness in
428.
labor than any
How
fears
long
about
again
tariff
at
I think
4:31?
unfortunately, the
There we go.
mandates are simply at odds with one another. I mean, that's just the reality of it. And I think it's going to take some time until we see the real impact of these tariffs on inflation. We may not see the peak of that until at some point in 2026, perhaps early 2026. What we do know now, though, based on the last jobs report, and of course the weekly jobless claim,
Guess I'll
is
be
we
done
are
with
seeing
Lucid. I'm
somewhat
up 800. I don't
in
think
the
it's gonna get
underlying
lower day
economy
again.
itself. I think that's going to push the Fed to cut interest rates by 25 basis points. And again, I think what markets are really grappling with and focusing on is what is the path of monetary policy moving forward over the next 12 months.
Yeah, Mark, where are you right now in terms of the impact of tariffs as well? Especially because it's funny, we're obviously collecting a lot of revenues from them, but it's not clear exactly what the impact is at this point. Nonetheless, I sort of said at the top of the 9 hour this morning, we are starting to see a lot of headlines, even today or in the last 24 hours, whether it's CAD or whether it's the Gap or any number of other companies that we follow, which are talking about significant costs that they are trying to mitigate.
Order canceled.
Well,
buddy?
I think the tariff effects that are already evident in the weaker economy.
Morning. You're late, buddy.
Stability that was created.
How can you be late when you're a bear? Dumped 300 points. Oh, you got it? Hell yeah. Good shit. I didn't follow the bot. The bot shorted, but I went long. I was bag holding. I just got out. No, I just got out. I'm good. I only blow one account. Blew one account. Yeah. Waiting for another dip. I'm gonna long again. Let me get the TPT raffle tickets in. Start.
Seen the real economic consequences of this policy yet, but it's in trade. And by the way, it's not just tariffs.
Let's
It's
trade TPT 150. There we go.
And it's not at all start seeing some job loss simply because there's just a little bit out there. So it's both policy, tariffs and
Yeah, we did some coverage this morning about layers of middle management. Google's a good example, getting stripped as
as that ladder flattens a bit. We think in part because of technology. Guys, have a good long
Nice
weekend.
work.
Joseph and Mark, thanks.
We have a lot more ahead on
That's
this
the
morning.
events, right?
Former Council of Economic Advisors Chair, Jared Bursey,
Good thing events you have to pay activation fee. Oh yeah, yeah. Get your raffle tickets in, Gambit.
I stand by these promises.
As a fiduciary, I promise to be the financial steward that you and your family need.
I promise.
You too, Jack. Get your tickets in.
Above any short-term transaction.
Everyone has a big picture. My job is to help you invest in yours.
Charles Schwab is proud to support the independent financial advisor.
I'm waiting for a lower day to get in another long.
This is my coffee shop. We just moved into a bigger space, brought on another employee, and ordered new branded gear for the team. It was so easy. I just chose my products, added our logo, and placed my order.
Damn.
Put your own team together with custom gear. Get started today and custom make the order.
I think I got it. $150 to count as one day. Yep, got it. 153. Day 2 is done. How many days do you need on Fun & Ticks? 5 days, right?
Successful. I have a couple slots.
5. Okay, 150. Yeah, for 5 days.
Delivered on time to energize your customers and your team. Race now to 4imprint.com. 4imprint.
Hi, I'm Mike Taylor, the founder of Sigma Relief. I work hard and
Oh, where's Q-Tip? Oh, he's not. He's gone, right? On his trip. Gotcha.
I can tell you, the Sigma Relief patch has been a game changer for me. Clinically shown that over 85% of relief in just 72 hours, with nearly half feeling significant relief in just 15 minutes. No drugs, no
I think
side
he's
effects, it's
using the restroom.
and you have a money back guarantee.
You packed up yet, Gambit? When are you flying out? Tonight? Oh, in the morning? What? Why would you waste the whole weekend? You missed Friday and you missed Saturday. Yeah, but still. Yeah, it goes backwards. Yeah, he is Google. Where would he? Where else would he stay? On the street? Can't do that for him. I hope it doesn't. Your flight doesn't get delayed, dude. It's storming outside now. Today, tomorrow. Yeah, if it's storming, I'm gonna cancel my haircut. What else should I do?
16% on the back of those results, and it's the only
Subcat Daddy.
sector here in the red on the quarter. Hormel also was down.
What do you mean, OD? I think you already got your tickets.
Consumer staples down, while the S&P 500 is up nearly 5% over that time.
All right, let's get to a CNBC
But,
news update. Savannah now has
Some people say they can't get the tickets.
A senior advisor to Harris confirmed
Did bot just go long?
to NBC News and a senior White House official
No, bot's
said
not long.
the
No, QQQ is short.
former President Biden extended that protection to 18 months before leaving.
No, you got the tickets, OD.
Administration is tapping a deputy to Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to temporarily run the CDC after the White House fired Director Susan Menares. An administration official tells NBC News Jim O'Neill has been chosen to be the new acting CDC head.
Gamma, you
O'Neill
you
is
got
a
your tickets,
former
right?
investment executive and does not have a medical background. And YouTube and Fox
I
struck a
don't see
deal
Lynn.
overnight to keep Fox channels available on YouTube TV. The dispute
Yeah, y'all didn't get
centered
it.
on how much Fox was asking YouTube to pay to carry its channels, including Fox Sports, News, and Business. The deal comes just ahead of a huge
Yeah, YouTube.
weekend for college
It's
football,
150K
ranked Texas
TPT.
taking
Come
on
on.
number 3 Ohio State on Fox.
It's that time of year, so
Oh no. I just did the Twitter thing so get more traction. I don't think Access can win anymore. Yeah, she's on the ban list for this month.
As soon as we get them, Swamp of the Street continues after this.
Real-time exchange sector
Oh, I
is
need Doc to
sponsored
get
by
on.
Vector Spider ETFs.
Ooh, look at our pump. Look at our pump. Let's go.
So we can invest back into our community.
I'm still back on this Apex. Still alive. Either way, it's supposed to be blown anyway from the YOLO because of the choppiness. I need 572 to get out. No way it's gonna hit. Where's Jay-Z? Jay-Z to get in. Yeah. Ain't gonna happen. Catfisher. Who changed the name? Go long? Nice.
Meet new the first and only tablet to combine 2 high absorption ingredients, clinically shown to improve memory, focus, attention, and more. Trust QNO for more comprehensive brain health support.
Oh yeah, Good Friday. That's a Good Friday. Keep trading. Don't leave.
Finding the perfect balance of pride and delight is the key to a truly unforgettable mountain vacation. And there's one place tucked away in the mountains, high above and beyond the expected, where you're sure to find it. At Beaver Creek.
Yeah, 51 tickets. Yeah, let me check. I'll check your tickets. Hold on.
The moment you feel the unmatched comfort of a Lazy Boy recliner, you go from zero to lazy. The work lost in cushions that
Yeah, I see your name on there. M.
The chores fading away in comfort that fits you so right. Come get the comfort you deserve at Lazy Boy. It's the Labor Day sale. 0% interest for 48 months. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
Let me see which race we should
Shares
do.
of a firm, you can see up over 16%. This after strong results and guidance. Gross merchandise volume rose 43%. It's now 10.4 billion. Active card users nearly doubled, and the shares are having a very strong year, up 130%. As you can see, that's just over the last year. Joining us now on our first time CNBC interview is the firm's founder and its CEO, Max Belcher. Max, a very strong quarter. Obviously, just talked about the response you're getting in the market. What was behind it? I have some who perhaps are being a bit cynical, saying, "Well, did they lower their lending standards?"
Absolutely not. You can readily see it in our
delinquency numbers, which we publish more frequently than every quarter, they held up beautifully. We are printing very consistent credit results, and that is the cornerstone of our success. The reason we have been as strong and as resilient, and I think have earned the appreciation of our shareholders and on that front, that we have always put credit quality first. Our growth is a function of the broad adoption of this products, our brand, our trust with consumers, but our credit standards remain very high.
And the gross merchandise value about 43%. I mean, again, you talk about acceptance. What is behind it? Is there a new growth trajectory at this point that you're starting to look at?
I think it's more than anything just a cross pollination.
Jellyfish? I don't want to do jellyfish. Have we done a dolphin race? Oh, let's do the Greyhound. That looks cool. Yeah, this looks cool. There's no cat. No. We have, oh, superhero. We can do superhero race. Like Spider-Man. Yeah, we can do this one.
At this point.
Oh, they got some cool holiday ones.
So we started at a very high, sort of $1,000 average, and it's now trickled down into sort of a mid, low $100, which also signals broad adoption. Obviously, you only buy $1,000 things once every couple of years.
I think you. Let me check your ticket, dog. Yeah, you're on there.
The trend of AOV coming down towards, I think it's right now about $400, is actually a good trend.
I'm looking at the results here. If 50% of your new users are entering via your 0% APR loans, how do you ensure that those are not the risky borrowers?
I think bot might go long soon. Not yet. But 3 minutes has the upside now. 15 minutes. Still got the downside, so it might go back down a little bit, but who knows? Gotta get out.
Remains exactly there. These 0% deals are still underwritten every time. If we think the person cannot afford to borrow money, we will very sadly actually tell them, hey, this isn't for you, it's not going to work out. But they are very compelling. They're great ways to learn that the firm is.
Okay, but you timing out Jay-Z? Are you?
Is willing to pay your interest for you, so these are 0% deals.
Is Jay-Z still timed out? Damn it. Oh, okay. Stop abusing. Okay. Yeah, I have 58 tickets now. Got 15 minutes.
We have adjusted our models and our
Tempted to go long, but I shouldn't go long on my funded
various things that happen out there, be it tariffs or student loans, et cetera, et cetera. So no, the fact that we underwrite every transaction
Oh wow, nice.
does give us the
I
advantage.
think I need. It's been a while. It's 3,600 you need to cash out, right? On Bonox? To get 1,000? Yeah, okay. I need 4 more hundred. I need a dump so I can long.
Lending environment.
Cannot wait for that future. A huge problem with the industry we are trying to revolutionize from within is that that's against its own customer. We are probably the only company in the space that
Yeah, what a bounce.
doesn't rely on late fees, doesn't rely on these gimmicky, schlocky products that trap consumers and then just make more and more money from their misfortunes and mistakes. We don't do that. The fact that you will now have a PhD level advisor telling you that's a dumb financial decision, don't do it, is going to accrete to a firm. We are always on our consumer side, and now you'll have an independent third party telling you, that's right, that's a really good deal. You should use that 0% from the firm. So, first of all, I'm incredibly excited about that future. I do think that e-commerce is getting remixed, if you will.
I think I might cancel my haircut. I don't want to go outside.
What might hit your budget or your figure
You know when it's like raining outside, you don't want to leave the house. It's right now, today, tomorrow, this whole weekend. Good time for you to leave too. Oh yeah. Oh, my haircut's today after market. My feet's gonna be wet. You know I don't wear tennis shoes. I wear flip flops.
See exactly what it is. You know, speaking of AI, though, Max, I follow you on X, and you have also talked about the flip side of it in terms of these AI-powered
Oh yeah, you're right. Just cloudy.
assistants that can autonomously download and integrate assets, but also could conceivably be used by bad actors. What are you doing at the company?
My wife said you should go.
To sort of try to mitigate that, and how significant are your overall fears for this malicious code injection, so to speak?
Nah, grandma's home and then the dad's here for the weekend, so I'm free. I'm here all day. Over trading.
Take the new kinds of attack surfaces seriously will be fine. I think there's a good opportunity in security as we break these new grounds and reach new frontiers. But ultimately, it's going to, I think, get better because again, models are going
I think it's gonna dump next month anyway, so.
clicking on a phishing scam. Put that mouse pointer
Is he on fund? No, NQ's not unfunded yet. That's still eval.
New ways people will be scam attempted, but there will also be many new ways to
I still got a chance.
consumers and engineers from bad code injection, etc. So I'm generally very optimistic, but I'm also a techno optimist. So
yeah.
Wait till maybe 440 and buy it. But I don't think we're gonna hit 440. What's up, Newman?
Is that a threat just from a shareholder perspective in terms of, you know, will some of your shareholders perhaps choose, in fact, to sell and go to Klarna?
That is something for them to consider. I think it's a very strong sign that a market that 15 years ago had no name and 10 years ago was dismissed by so many people now have the capacity to carry two presumably large publicly traded companies. So I think that's very strong just for the industry itself. And you know, in terms of what it means for my investors, they'll have to decide. We're very competitive. We tend to compete well.
As you have been. Always appreciate you taking the time, Max. Thank you.
Let me take this out. 62.
Less than a week away from the return of NFL and the return of big money in sports betting, what investors need to know. First, the chairman and CEO of energy drink company shares that to triple digit.
No, bot's not long. Bot's still short. Bot's short at 6:15, about an hour, 2 hours ago.
Specific window openers. Being custom built also means if you have any beautiful trim that you'd like to keep, we can install your windows without impacting that trim. You won't get this with most behind the windows.
And you offer a free window and patio door diagnosis?
We do. We'll come to your home and assess your current
You went long?
show you where you might be losing energy, and take measurements. Then we'll give you an
Oh, your
exact
screenshot is blurry. I thought you passed 2, so you only passed 1. Your 75K is doing good.
easily open and close And with multiple
You know what? I'm gonna
they provide
keep doing my pro so I can milk some more.
Before August 31st,
Might
buy
be
one
bad.
window or door and get the next one
Order filled.
There you go.
off. That's 40% off. Plus, get an
Yeah,
additional
trying to get a little bit more.
$45
Getting
off
greedy.
each window and door with no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest
Yeah.
for 12 months.
You know it.
Call
It's in and
before
out for
August
me.
31st to schedule
My trade day, I need $200 more to get a payout. I think I'm gonna wait till next week, unless we dump.
It's a moment. I don't think tariffs necessarily one and done, and it may, undercut some of the Fed's confidence that inflation expectations are well contained.
GDP growth has slowed in the first half of the year.
All right, we got 8 minutes, and then we're gonna start.
Now, it will get there, but people are moving very cautiously.
PepsiCo announcing it will boost its stake in energy drink maker Celsius, increasing its ownership to about 11%. Celsius will acquire the Rockstar Energy brand in the U.S. and Canada, while PepsiCo will nominate an additional director to serve on the board at Celsius. Let's bring in Celsius CEO John Fieldly this morning.
I think about it, though, because 3 minutes still got the upside. We might go back in long.
Celsius Holdings, we have a really modern energy portfolio. The energy category continues to grow and scale. We have a Celsius portfolio, which is all about living fit,
And of course it would drop.
your goals.
Oh man, what the hell?
Growing brands in the energy category, bringing in new female consumers, which is a growth
Piece of
driver
crap.
within the category. With this transaction, it brings Alani into the PepsiCo system, really has a uniformed, one of the best distribution networks out there and their capabilities, and also brings on Rockstar, as you mentioned, into our portfolio. So now we have a multiple portfolio approach in our go-to-market strategy.
Orders
It's really
admitted.
exciting times here. We're leveraging the category and being able to bring energy drinks to more people and more
Yeah,
places.
if it does, I
was
might
gonna ask you
long.
whether you thought the strongest pillars of the deal are going to be about the liquidity or the distribution or having Pepsi's eyes and radar. I assume it's a mix of all of that. It is. Another thing is we're having a strategic alignment.
I'm long at 71 on my pro.
Portfolio in the PepsiCo distribution system.
Yeah.
So having one united distribution front and all the
66 tickets for the race.
within Pepsi, leveraging their sales force, their
Okay, let me
organization,
go pee.
their merchandising, and also leveraging our infrastructure that we built here at Celsius through our supply chains and operations, driving additional efficiencies. It really is seamless within us, and we're excited about that.
Given the fact that Coca-Cola owns a significant stake in Monster, did you have to have a big partner like Pepsi in order to continue thinking about growth and expansion?
Well, that's one thing in the consumer product space, and especially in a highly competitive category like the energy category. Your distribution is so critical to have that distribution power in order to keep product on shelf, keep it in cold doors, cold placements, and cold coolers. So when you look at your go-to-market strategies or building a consumer products company, getting retail and getting the customers is one thing. The next thing is how you get it to shelf. And Pepsi is one of the world-class distribution networks, and we're further tied in with them now strategically with this transaction, which is really going to open additional doors, availability,
Order
service, college and
Ooh,
universities,
the hell?
the Alani
Wow.
portfolio,
That drop.
and then take our expertise in the energy category and further build out and define Rockstar, which is a new brand for us. And when you look at what these three brands do, it represents approximately about 20 share now in the energy drink category.
Yeah, I got in and got out on another Apex.
Celsius Holdings.
It's already a good deal for Pepsi to convert price at $51.75. Obviously, your stock well above that. John, many people wonder whether they will continue to invest. They will continue to own even more over time. Is that a possibility? Is it possible at some point you could see giving up control of the company to Pepsi?
Well, I think what this investment does, it really solidifies our strategic alignment, not only from a business standpoint, a commercial standpoint, but also from an investment standpoint. Now they own 11% of the company. We have 2 board members that are represented within our board of directors. So we're strategically tied in level within the organization. So I can't make a decision, but we are truly strategic partners and excited about the
Yeah, until the end of the month.
road
Trade
ahead.
and TPT.
I know
It ends.
I'm sure you want to be
Yeah.
ginger about speaking for Pepsi's strategic goals, but do you think it means a bigger emphasis for them on beverage?
Oh wow, that drop.
Order filled.
Between Celsius, Alani, and now Rockstar into the portfolio, it's going to be a great partnership and collaboration, and we're all excited about the future.
Order
Yes,
filled.
has had a heck of a year trying to reclaim some of the highs.
Whoa.
John, I appreciate it very much. Good to see you. Come back to see you. Celsius.
Still CEO of Autodesk breaking down the numbers out of the sent shares popping double digits right now, up almost 8%. First, the Senators sports betting stocks ahead of the return of college football this weekend and NFL next week. We talk about the big money at stake. And we are monitoring the Lisa Cook hearing in Washington. We'll bring you headlines as we get them out of that courtroom. Swap on the Street will be right back.
Wow, that was a big drop.
I guess I'm not the easiest person to please. I like things just right. Order submitted. That's why I love Redfin Home Recommendations. They know what I want even before I do. A home that's just right.
Yeah.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously,
What is it?
$15 a month.
23?
3, no big cost. Actually, an operation on point. 2, but it counts. 4, I use it.
Order submitted.
6, you can bring your own phone. 7, also order. 2, 8, are you playing me off?
Order filled. Order submitted.
Order filled.
Oh, wow.
Order submitted.
Order filled.
Order submitted.
That's not how investing works. Wealth isn't won in a bet. Luck is not a strategy, and success depends.
I know. I need 447 on my TPT.
Order canceled. No application fee if you apply by
Yeah.
Order filled.
University of Maryland Global Campus, offering
Order
online
submitted.
and hybrid courses and lifetime career
Order
services.
filled.
Order filled.
More than
Order filled.
135 degrees and certificates at
Order filled.
ugc.edu.
Introducing CNBC Plus.
You can stream Squawk Box.
Walk on the street.
The bottom wasn't in, huh? New low a day. Wow.
CNBC.com/plus.
I'm an agent with
Agent here.
We're locally focused and community driven. Here to support
Order
small
submitted.
businesses with flexible, customized coverage.
We have small
Yeah.
risk appetites for that sort of thing.
Call Albanker Insurance and save today.
After doing it all, a Lazy Boy recliner takes you from 0 to lazy, melting it all away with comfort that doesn't quit. Feel for yourself.
Wait, let me
at
see. Yeah,
0%
we got 1 minute left before the race.
In a world where everyone charges for tire care, there's the BS-free tire guarantee from Midas. Included with
No,
every
stop
tire
dropping.
purchase, you're going to pay nothing for flat replacements,
What are you
nothing for
doing?
flat repairs, and still tire rotations. That's $0 for all of that. So while some other guys charge for tire care, we don't. That's the BS-free tire guarantee. Only at Midas.
Yeah, 3
I know you're
minutes.
so excited
Looks
for
like
this
it's still got
college
little room to
football
drop.
kickoff this weekend,
Maybe.
NFL next week. The sports books are getting ready for the biggest opportunity of the year to sign up new customers, to grow the wagering
Come
pie.
on, give me
Americans
50.
are expected to wager $30 billion this NFL season. That's an 8.5% increase from last year. But look, FanDuel and DraftKings,
Okay,
the
let me get
behemoths in
this
this space
thing
in the United States, are
started.
facing growing competition. And not only from
Nice.
BetMGM and Caesars, the biggest threats are still offshore, unlicensed sports books. I'm thinking Bovada, MyBookie, BetOnline, for example. And the sweep-style casinos are a competitive threat as well. They've popped up all over the place.
Ooh.
New this morning, the news I've been following, the LA County Attorney in California is accusing more than 20 companies, including publicly traded Evolution, of running illegal gambling operations. It's the first civil enforcement action we've seen in the
Alright,
nation
let me
against
get the
online
tickets
sweeps,
in.
and this would carry stiff penalties seen 50 attorneys general writing a
71
letter this
people.
month to the Justice Department asking the federal government to crack down, to step up enforcement against unlicensed gambling because simply the states are
Please.
losing an estimated $4 billion in tax revenue.
I ain't starting a race to get out, okay? Fuck this race.
Active enforcement action against the illegal offshore sportsbook, and it shows on
Hold
average.
on, I'm trying to get out of position.
Active players year on year, and 39% more new account signups for these legal sportsbook when states start enforcement actions. So
I need
you can say
49 to get out. Come on.
it's a big deal.
There we go. Go.
Orders.
I'm out. Okay, we can start now. Sorry.
Trying to get licensed, trying to open new markets. They don't spend the same kind of money on know your customers.
Let me mute this
taxes.
TV. Music on. Shuffle. Yeah, shut up, Q-Tip. And go. I thought we did this already, you know? Doc is a female. I don't see you, Jack. I don't see you, Gambit. Oh, I see you, Mr. Simpson coming up. I think you're Thor. No, yeah, you are Thor, like the female version of Thor. Where are you, Mughal? Wait, say go long again? Go long again. Five days. You can flip though. 50% consistency, so you can hit it in 2 days and just flip the other 3 days. Oh, damn it. Reset is cheaper. Oh no, it depends on what you got. 25K don't reset. It's cheaper to buy new. Yeah, because it's $100 to reset on a 25K, but it's only $90 because it's 40% off. I hope you win this one. It's 150. Size down on this one.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I like 25 more. There we go. Good pump. Are you trading to MNQ?
Order submitted.
Yeah, he did that in like 5 minutes. Alright, 20 seconds. It's not gonna be over. It's gonna win. I don't know who PG is. I gotta check your points if I don't know you. Oh, no. Who is it? Hi, PG. I gotta see who you are. I don't think PG got the points though. Let me check. PG, can you type points? I'll find your points. Hold on. Dashboard. Oh, you do have it. You have 31 points. Congrats. You won. Good job, PG. Watch hours. I have 4,300, but I'm just waiting for Google to update. Later, bud.